Good evening, everybody. Brad Scott here, coming from the Maniototo curling rink in New Zealand. This is the last of the round robin series for the Australian Men's Senior Nationals Championships 2024. Tonight we have Team Johns versus Team Imlah. Team Johns have had their practice. You're just watching Team Imlah having their practice before they have their last stone draw. I will shout out to Rough Road Media, the providers of a lot of the equipment and technical expertise in bringing you this live stream. We thank them, Rob Webb and his team back in WA. Here are the team lists. Some familiar names for those in the community. It was nice to see James have a spill, James Boyd, just as I did myself earlier today. So the sequence from here is the round robin series will be complete, and then based on the result of this game there will be a 2 versus 3 final elimination or qualifier tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and then the winner of that will go on to play for a best of 3 final series against the overall leader after tonight. Last night Team Johns were victorious over Team Imlah. I'm sure Team Imlah are going to be trying their best to reverse that result. I'll come back when the game starts, and it should be probably about 5 minutes away or so.
Yes, control normal. Yep, that's good.
Just another colleague and teammate, Bruce Freshwater.
Is it out? Okay. I think just off the center line across. Yep. Yeah, I think give me, oh, throw my draw shot. Or do you want to go this way? Let's go to the corner. Yeah, it should be good. Yep.
Just a street. Nose of the book. You want more?
Yeah, but as in roll completely out. Because now he into that or
Well, good evening, sports fans. I believe we've got nearly double figures of people watching via YouTube and Facebook tonight. Bruce here. Our team has the evening off tonight, so we thought we'd come down to Maniatoto Curling International and watch some curling. We've got Team Johns and Team Imlah doing battle. In all honesty, there's not a huge amount at stake here except pride, because Team Milliken are already going to finish top of the ladder in terms of the round robin. But Team Imlah, who got a bit of a mauling from Team Milliken the first time they met, will want to put a bit of a marker down and get some pride and get they face my own team in a second versus third playoff tomorrow. So Team Imlah will be looking to take some confidence away from this game tonight, so they can give us a bit of a mauling tomorrow. Although we'll have a say. So Team Imlah with hammer here. Don't have a huge amount to work with, so it looks like they're just playing for the blank. Oh no, it's alright, I saw the red rook. James. So, yeah, just ideally looking to hit and roll out here, but it looks like this may be on the nose. So they're forced to take their one as well. So they'd have been hoping to have rolled out there and blanked it and take hammer into the third end. But, so far, honours even. And there are some chinks in Team Milliken's armour. So for those of you who have been following online the last couple of days, Team Milliken didn't give up a point yesterday in their 2 games. But that's the 3rd point they've given up today, because we managed to take 2 points off them earlier, and now they've given up another one. So who knows? Maybe this is the beginning of the end of Team Milliken. Yeah, it's cracks. There's cracks in those in that armor there. So. Anyway, so honours even. Just both teams being forced so far in the opening ends. So Team Imlah putting up the centre guard. That'll be me. Yeah, that one creeping into the rings there from Team Imlah, but Team Milliken choosing to ignore it. Actually come around, just hit it. Nice to see. That one coming up a little short. I think the come around was what was called. So a couple of centre guards here for Team Imlah to work with. So they're looking for a little tap up. Tap up that stone that's just biting the top 12. Just tap it up to top tee. Essentially just a tee line draw from here. Deep might just slip through the rings. It has. Team Milliken will look to capitalise on that by coming to centre themselves.
John Anderson's second shot. I think that was meant to go around, but just crashed on the guard at the front top of the house.
This front door. Where is it? Yep. 4. Harper line. Harper line. Yep. All the way for line. Real tight for line. Yep. Anytime you hold it, slip. Go, 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 go.
Here it is. Playing one just the top of the house. Hamish called for a heavy hit. No clear of those front cards. It's going to kick the yellow right. Out. Yeah, it's called. Great shot.
Yeah, and I think that yellow's hung around in the rings just to be annoying. So yeah, Milliken doesn't like that. Poses the risk, so he's going to get rid of that one. Just a nice control way. Hewitt here, and Team Milliken would have preferred that to have hung around.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether they were trying to hit on the inside to come across. Keeping a clean house
But
anyway.
did the job. So another, looks like we're going to get another open end. Team Imlah get rid of that Milliken canting rock. And just top centre, top 12. second, he's going to third. So, yeah, I think unless we get a miss, we're going to see another point game here. No, it's not a miss. No. Yeah, so. Milliken doing the right thing, just keeping centre open, but keeping his stone hanging around in case Team Imlah miss, and there might be a cheap 2 for Team Johns, I should say. Imlah definitely just want to keep this clean. Ideally just roll to the centre and make Team Milliken work for it. That was just going to roll a little too far and out of the rings. Practice draw for Team Johns here. Can have the luxury of trying out a new line. So I'm going to do an inside to out. They've not seen any of those yet. See what it does. As long as it ends up in the rings and doesn't leave a guard, they'll be happy. And even if this went out the back, they'd be happy. As long as it doesn't come up short. Oh, this is okay. It's a corner guard. I'm not sure if this was called. Trying very hard to get into the ring. I'm not sure that was the call there. I think that was supposed to be a draw to the wings rather than a corner guard, because yeah, Team Imlah jump all over that and gives them something to work with. Not a lot to work with, better than nothing. Yeah, it's Team Imlah. So that's tracking very, very straight. Not quite sure what happened to that. Maybe that picked, or it was very heavy, but that stayed very, very straight. Oh well, so now it gives, so Milliken can now come behind their own guard. Johns can come behind their own guard. So, yeah, sounds like we've got about 11 viewers, so thank you very much for joining us. And plus the 4 of us, well, Brad has to be here because he's doing directorial and producer and commentator duty. Man of many talents. And then the 3 of us from, the rest of us from Anthony's team. And Ewan, of course. So, big crowd here in the ring tonight. I think Ewan has to be here as well. So, yeah. Ewan doesn't have a choice. The rest of us have chosen to be here. So, discuss. So there's actually, this game isn't, apart from pride, this game doesn't really change anything. Because I suspect even if Team Imlah win, they're still going to be in second spot on Draw Shot Challenge.
Do you think that's based on numbers, scores, or it's just win-loss?
Win-loss would be even, wouldn't it not?
That's right.
Yeah, so I think it's Draw Shot.
Then it goes back to Draw Shot
Yeah,
Challenge.
I think.
Imlah would probably beat them on that.
Yeah, I think Johnson's Draw Shot's better. So this game is, yeah, I think a bit moot. But as I said, Team Imlah will want to put on a good showing here after suffering a bit of a mauling yesterday, a bit like ourselves at the hand of Team Milliken. So. Team Imlah actually, that obviously fired Team Imlah up because they gave us a bit of a mauling first thing this morning. But that gave us a bit of a, that fired us up because we played much better against Team Milliken in the afternoon game. We took the first points off Team Milliken of the tournament this afternoon, which gave us a little boost. They're a good team. So anything we could get, we were happy with. So it's nice to see this game a lot closer at the moment. So again, that draw from Hamish staying very, very straight there. Quite a positive release there, so I think it's slightly straight.
For the weight as well, I think, but it just came up a bit short from what we wanted. We would have liked, I think, threes on that.
Back on. Anyway, so it's wide open, so John's being asked just to take it out. Now, this one's moving a lot. Yeah, they managed to hold it. That's good, sweet. Yeah, Johns gets his 2. So this one's a little heavy. So yep, slight mistake there from Steve Johns. Team Johns, I should say. So Dave Imlah being asked to put up the corner. Once again, this one looks a little heavy, so the ice currently fooling everybody a bit out there at the moment. So yeah, that's come a little deep, come back tee. So yeah, Milliken asking for the draw here. This one coming in a little light. This needs to be swept hard. I was hoping that to come into the rings, keep it top tee, but still come kind of in front of that yellow, just to have some backing. Plan B would have been the freeze. Better than nothing, but it would have been back tee where Imlah could have frozen onto that and have shot. So that was a bit of a mistake there. So it's given Team Imlah a sort of corner guard to work with. Oh, that must have picked then. So yeah. It's all right. The crowd here have noticed that that stone there lost its handle, so that usually suggests that it picked up a bit of debris on the way down. So I haven't done one of my stones on this sheet earlier today. So yeah, I think it's the Naseby carpet effect. Some stuff can get picked up on shoes from the carpet. They'll come around the guard cold. It's going to come a little deep again. Just needs to fully bury, which it's not. So that's still pretty much wide open.
Didn't seem to have turned us very much either. I think they would have liked to have hit that, buried that a bit
Very
more.
much. Yeah. So there's a sort of three-quarter rock double here potentially for Hewitt. Being asked to do that. Certainly get the one. It's moving really hard at hand. It's all over the guard. Oh, no. Yeah, all over the guard, this one. Moved a lot. Now we have a, so that's essentially given them a centre guard to work with. So, yeah, Imlah have got something brewing here. Currently sitting 2 with hammer.
Put some protection up front, I think.
A little tight. Sweeper's working hard. Okay, looks like that's going to crash on the guard. But the handy little tick there, so at least it's guarded one of them.
Desired result in that, giving protection to those in the house.
So again, yeah, something still brewing here for Imlah. 2 in the house, 1 undercover, and they've got hammer. So definitely a clearing shot here, and potentially a run double on here if Hewitt can make it. But, at the very least, you just need to remove that red. So that was very wide out of hand. This might be flashing. I think he might just clip it. Oh. Yeah. D-I-S-T-E-R. That could almost spell disaster. Team John's there. But yeah, bit of a miss. So, chance for Team Imlah to split the house. If they want, or they're going to raise. So oh, the crowd aren't happy with this call. They like the splitting the house call, but no, changed his mind to do another come around. That would appear to group the rocks quite a lot, and we know the hitting ability of the back end of Team John's Millikens. Yeah. This looks heavy as well, this stone.
Goes, he's going to sweep
Yeah, he's got it.
around.
Oh dear. Well, I think we may have spelt disaster twice there, because that definitely wasn't what Team Imlah was heavy. Let's move the guard over. It's opened up that side a bit more. They can see a little bit, so now Milliken can see a little bit of this Imlah stone that's in the 4 foot. Probably see about a quarter of it now. Maybe even half.
Certainly a bit of thinking going on. There's a bit of speculation up in the crowd here too. As to what the best side might be. Whether we split the house. It's going to be our normal hit and their front go.
So yeah, Milliken not happy with what he's seeing, so
Whether they can get the double.
time to
from
plough the
other
road.
house. No, they're going to crush on that. No, they don't have. So it's clearing out, yeah.
Wobble there at the
It
hand.
was, wasn't it?
I think this one. Sure. So yeah, so although that raised one of the Imlah stones into the house, it did open things up. There's no cover anymore. No guards up front there.
Okay.
Yeah. But still things to work with for Team Imlah. So they're going to put up the centre guard.
Just at the top of the house. Just in.
Yeah, that centre guard slipping into the house and over curling, so offering a little bit of protection, but not too much for a team with the hitting ability of Team Johns and Milliken. Yeah. So we have a very knowledgeable crowd here, so they pointed out that where that top 12 rock has ended up has taken away a double for, or the double hitting the one on the centre line and rolling over. So there's still a chance to double out the two sitting in the 8 foot. So I think that might be helpful. Or it's going to be a draw, come around the cover. Both here. Yeah, very good. Doubles them out, hangs around.
Yeah, great shot.
Got second shot as well, importantly. So Team Imlah can't ignore that rock, or they'll be wanting. Oh, they are. It's interesting. I would have thought the Team Imlah might want to be sitting 2 after this shot, but if they're going to put up a centre guard and choose to only sit 1 and try and go for a bigger score later.
It is very wide out there. It's coming deep and wide in the
It's,
centre.
good ice on the hole, good ice and
Yeah.
I think reasonably freshly sharpened stones here, so we are seeing lots of nice late curl, which always makes for exciting curling. So that guard coming up short and not really guarding much. So another chance for Team Johns to clean house here, really. Clean everything up, get rid of both yellows. Put the pressure back on Team Imlah. I think, yes, and discussion here is about whether they can be doubled out. They probably can, but there might be the risk of the jam on the red at the back there. So don't know, jam is the term used when you hit a stone and you think it's going to go out, but it actually hits another stone at the back of the rings that causes it to stop completely. And it's like the blocker stone then gets removed, but the stone that you really wanted to remove actually then hangs around. Oh,
It's not really.
get me some bread, because that was a jam. That did not work out well at all.
it's meant to be on
Milliken
more
does
on the
not
nose,
look
I think.
happy.
That was what they were trying to do, more on the nose to take the run. And
But let's
centre
face
out,
it,
and that went
when
across.
does he look happy? So definitely things brewing for Imlah now. Sitting 2 with hammer. Yeah, there's not much cover though. Both the 2 Imlah stones in the house are in the open. So yeah, they can't guard everything, so they're just going to try and take away what they think is the easiest shots, or the shot that Johns would like to play. And again, they're a strong hitting, well, they're strong at everything, but they're particularly strong at hits, so I think Imlah's talking about some kind of stone to take away the direct hit on the stone that's currently in the button. See that across our 2 social media platforms, we've now got 14 viewers. So thank you very much to all of you.
This looks to be a touch heavy. Looks like it's going to be the house. Very close to it. it's not. No, I haven't.
There's a question on YouTube about basically how fast the ice is. Unfortunately, yes, none of the people in this room have a hog-to-hog time for draw weight. So it's been fairly slick out there. Someone has produced a phone with a watch on it, so we're going to try and get that for you. But I think has a draw been called?
No, it's a hit.
This is a hit. All right. So, but as soon as we do get a draw, we'll put the watch on it and try and get a hog-to-hog split time. This is more of a control weight hit. So I think we're going to get hits in this end. So we'll see another hit now. I think nose hit for 2. Slightly historic moment. This will be the first multiple score that Team Johns has given up this whole tournament. This is their 4th game. So Team Imlah on the verge of greatness here.
I was just choosing whether the drawing or the
yeah. It'll be what the skip feels. That looks like we're going for the draw. All right, so get that stopwatch on it. We'll try and get a time for hog-to-hog. Two people doing it. What a team we've got up here assembled for you. Not frantic brushing. No. Just need solid 8 foot. So, yeah, it looks like 14.2 for hog-to-hog draw weight there. So, yeah, well done. So, Team Imlah take 2. That's the first time that Team Johns has given up a multiple. This is the 4th game they've played. So, Team Imlah will be happy with that. And then we go into the 4th end break, so we'll be back in 5 minutes. So we'll be right back after no messages.
Oh, we have a message from our expert in Rough Road Media. I always happy to give Rob Webb and his crew a plug.
Welcome back, everyone. Join us at the start of the 5th end. Nice tight game here. It's 3 apiece. Scores have been going with hammer. A single and a deuce to each team. Team Imlah will be very happy with this. They're much more competitive than they were last night. Tight, and they've got the hammer in the even ends. So that corner guard nice and tight to the rings, but perhaps drifting a little wide. I think they were perhaps trying to get that in the rings. So, yeah, Team John's fairly happy to join it and sort of have double corners.
Where is it? 2. Yep. Gotta go. 2. Yep. Gotta go. Okay, go, 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 go. 3. Nice shot.
Well, stacked corners could be useful. Staggered corners, I mean. Something for and if it comes a little deep behind them, I'll be happy with that. This looks a little heavy. Sweeper's backing right off. Missed opportunity there. Team Imlah, yeah.
Okay, 2. Just need a touch more ice.
Get more corners being called. How many corners does one circular has to be? That one might just be biting. Can't quite see. Looks like it is. Change moves, yes. So that one drifting into the ring, so can be hit, which I think is the call. But they'll still be looking to stick around, I think, which will be able to roll back to centre. Swings on this then. Oh yeah, good shot. Didn't miss the red corner guard by much, but it did. So, nice shot. And John's wanted just a hit and stick. This one looks a little light, therefore it's curling. Oh, that's done okay. Yeah, rolled to the wings. So. So a little bit of a half shot there. Team Johns to come around.
Oh, yeah. Well, the first one, if you read, he was disgraceful. Yeah, it's the same.
No, interesting call here. Team Imlah choosing not to come around the guards, but just draw to the other side of the house. What was that? So, yeah, the crowd here are a bit puzzled by that call. I must say I am too. And just, you know, you've got staggered corner guards there. Why not use them? But maybe they just wanted to try out a new line, or sort of. It's almost as if they're.
Just wondering if the ice is playing a bit straight out of that side. They can't
Maybe.
get around those guards. I don't know.
True, very true.
You can see they still stayed just in the house, just to bite her. Cool as to take that out. James put a nice roll on to the second.
Yeah, no. Nice controlled weight there, Boyd.
Looks like we're going to keep a clean house and maybe go for the blank. We're no interested in keeping anything in the house. Oh, they hit out.
Yeah, looks that way. Might be trying to roll behind guards or just roll out. That's rolling out that way.
It wasn't overthrown.
Yeah, Team Johns here wouldn't be too sad to see a blank in his head.
Ah, well, keep hammer and try again. But looks like she's trying to get around those guards. Let's see how they go.
hung around enough. Wow. I think that was squeaky bum time for... around as well. Yep, team member here just looking to hit and stick. Needs to force Milliken into having to hit and roll out. Ideally they want to stick around, but in the world if they roll out. That's a lot of weight. Kind of gives Team Johns a bit of a freebie here. They can just throw through. Yeah, they can play around with the line, just see something. It's a bit of a freebie. Yeah, just throw through. So, blank end. On we move to the 6th. Still all to play for. Game tied at 3 apiece. Team Johns take hammer into the 6th. So I'll be happy with. Get the hammer back and even ends. right here from Team Imlah. Keep the shooter hanging around. Done. Haven't left an easy double. Over curling, that's going to jam. Oh dear, yeah, that didn't work out well at all for Team Imlah. With that John's rock rolling over on top of essentially freezing to a stone and line shot. Yeah, I don't think anything. It's hard to see a worse outcome. But after this one there. You know, it's curling. So Team John's here, just going to try and split the house. This one looks really light. Sweeper's on it early, really hard. So that's going to come up. That might even not make the hog line. Got it to a really high guard. Doesn't really help Team Milliken either. So a few little misses appearing. It's late in the day, maybe a bit of fatigue is creeping in. This one looks now a fraction heavy. Yeah, this one might be through the rings. I think it is. Oh, he's just going to cling on. It isn't particularly useful for Team Milliken. Essentially gives Team Johns a mulligan.
Straight and then it finishes, eh?
Well, it's starting to get behind cover this thing, but it's leaves Team John sitting 2 that they've wanted.
Control.
The team will need to be a little careful here because there are catches at the back. Looks like it's wide. It's really wide. A very small hole there to hit. Do that again if they're going to try it. So suddenly the pendulum swings back towards Team Johns here with a few misses from the team creeping in. And, certainly what we've seen from this team during this competition, when you give them an opportunity like this, they tend to pile on the pressure with the intention of scoring big, and they can. So we'll see if they can do here with their last 3 stones. But yeah, Team Imlah will be aware of that.
It was very uncharacteristic of James. That
Was indeed. Very consistent the last couple of days. These particular hits. Yeah, it's a sign of a bit of fatigue.
heavy.
It's tapped. Yeah. There's a plan B here though. They
I thought they were meant to freeze on it.
I think they wanted
think
to
it's
top sort of
get
top
some
8
separation out
centre
of it.
line, so it's tapping back. Having said that, they're still sitting the 3 that they wanted to sit. So. But things
No
are wide
way,
open.
either way. Which way?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
See a bit of heat here from James Boyd. Oh, well, the jam meant that that red rock stayed in play, but it has removed the backing from the other one, so it's sort of the curling goddess giveth and taketh away in the same shot there. So.
Certainly got some separation, so they can do something with it.
Thinking I'm going to throw it pretty close to the same weight. Because that last one never curled, did it?
Off the line. I think that wasn't
It's
an
also a
intention.
little heavy.
I think there was meant to be a freeze on that red.
Milliken's still seeing 2. Yeah, chance. Tiniest little tap freeze would allow Team Imlah to sit 2 here, which they might go for. So they don't need to move that red stone much, just half a stone off, maybe. They'd still leave the backing, so that might be the shot there. pressure back onto Milliken a bit just by sitting 2. Jeff Davies coming to offer his view. Sometimes the front end can see things a bit differently. Over curling quite a lot, so yeah, this is going to catch the yellow. Isn't ideal.
Very heavy, really, into what they wanted.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
No. It's way out in the open. They've got to come up and yes.
Yeah, Milliken with Ritney might use nuanced quiet weight here just to tap that yellow out and roll into the cluster like that. Yellowstone's shot rocks, so we're definitely going to move it.
Looks like it's a big hit on it coming on. I'll even take out one of their reds, but not really.
Great shot there. Steve Johns. As I said, Team Milliken, Team Johns Milliken has shown this all week. You just give them a slightest opportunity and they start to accumulate and build and can score really big ends. big pressure shot here. Now it's moving a lot. Late.
Jam up against the
Yeah, a little heavy this one. Okay, it's probably needed to be to. Okay, well it's in the cluster. That was probably a game saver, almost right there. So I think it's going to be very hard to get that yellow out. So, yeah, good shot under pressure there. It's only second shot, but yeah, it looks like he's taken a really big end away. I think they're going to definitely a draw for 2, I think, but they may be looking at the sort of tap for 3, maybe. I don't think it's there. It's just too much backing for that yellow. Again, taking 2 here, still have hammer in the even ends. Only 2 ends left, be 2 up. Still be a pretty good position for Team Johns to be in.
Looking for more though, aren't they?
Always hungry for more, this team. So they've shown that this tournament, their ability to score big in a few key ends and essentially take the game away from their opponents. So, but it does look like just a draw for 2 is the goal.
It could just come up to him.
Curling fans, earnest debates here in the lounge.
So
That's what the shot should be.
it's a
So
heavy draw, really.
this is heavy. This needs to hit something, or it's going through. Yeah, here comes Boyd. Oh, this could be. I think it's just going to come up.
Yeah,
Yeah, Boyd working hard.
just there.
No. Team Johns taking their
Take
2.
2.
Going to the 6th end, going to the 7th end, up by 2. 5-3. They'll be happy with that. So of course when you're going 2 down with hammer into the second last end, to the 7th and dilemma for they need to score a multiple with hammer, so they've got to be efficient use of hammer. And they'll kind of really be looking to try and take a 3.
Shot was there, but
Draw to the house called. fairly safe ball at this stage because Team Johns knows that Imlah wants to score and score a multiple, so they're going to keep blocks in play. Looking for a clean end here. I think maybe that's the call. Does surprise me. That's going to move a lot, that stone.
He's sweeping hard.
I think that looks like that's missing that stone.
It is. Very close.
Just hang on, it does. It comes deep with the hands off. It's going to hang around.
Close for second.
Close. Yeah,
Almost cut.
got
The
the
double.
Almost. And again, Team Imlah really need Stones in play here. It's just going to be a steady. I think control looks like it's the call. Either that or Hugh had a really good dinner. It's just expressing that time. Take out the 1.5 there, so yeah.
I doubt if they're overly concerned though.
I'm sure Team Milliken was hoping to be sitting 2 after that last shot, not sitting 1 as a result of that. So. A little half shot there from Hewitt. Nice quiet nice hit there. Just keeping that stone there. At this stage, Imlah really need a miss from Team Johns. Otherwise, this end is probably going to go to a blank. Doesn't seem to be relaxed. They need to then score there.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
2 and then 5 land and then try and steal the extra. That one's also a little wide, a little straight.
It's not turning.
So, yeah, catch a piece. No, okay, so miss there. Hewitt. Yeah, he's not looking happy with that. So, a chance here for Team Imlah to get something going. It does again. Having played both of these teams now. We weren't seeing misses like this yesterday or earlier today, so maybe a bit of fatigue is creeping in.
I'm curious why the corner guard though, Bruce. Or is actually
I think this was just
was
supposed
meant to be
push the
inside.
rings that doesn't leave a double. So I think maybe it was a sort of guard in the house. I think that's what it was called. A sort of, yeah, that looks like it's biting. So I think it was, yeah, it's supposed to be a sort of scoring guard type shot. So it means they can still, again, playing for a bit of a miss. Maybe it still gives them something to come around if it's missed, but whilst at the same time not leaving a double. So there is potentially a long double here. So plan A is just to make that biting Yellowstone go away, and if they get the angle right, potentially can get the double. I think we'll see a fair bit of weight here from Milliken. Similar throw here. Or they might try to mix it up and just come to the other side, but so they've just thrown this shot, so should be able to throw it again. Chance of my throat drying up tonight. I won't say plied, but being kept well watered. Nice. So again, mistake there from Team Imlah. They kind of needed that to come into the rings, I think. And they need to score their two. So that's just an open invitation to Milliken to hit this. Going to be very difficult. There's still that high and wide corner guard, and that's all that Team Imlah will have to work with. Try and get, assuming this shot's made, I'm sure it will be. We'll see if it hits and sticks. Then Team Imlah will have something to freeze to. If it rolls out, then they've still got that. So very much. Drink. Just a soft drink. So still a corner guard here, so still something for Team Imlah to work with. It's way out in the weeds though, so. Shot that I don't think they've played, so it's been experimental. I think that's going to curl a lot and it's going to come up light. So this looks like it's coming up light, going to crash on the guard. Got to get it by. Oh, just couldn't. weight in the end looked quite good there. Interesting here. I think obviously Team Milliken, or Team Johns, I should say, knows that yeah, they probably can't peel both of those stones out without leaving the shooter behind, which would still be a corner. So I think they're now, if there was only one corner guard, or they could double those two out, then they would. Because they can't, they're looking to come around themselves. They need good rock placement here because they don't want to give Team Imlah anything to freeze to behind cover.
Line's a bit tight. Line's tight.
Stay quite straight until the rock. Once the rock die, there it goes. So once the stones die, they do curl and curl hard. Yeah, that stone's moved nearly 4 feet, having passed the hog line. So yeah, lots of weights. However, it has finished. It's on tee, but more than half of the rock is behind tee. So it has given Team Imlah something to freeze to behind cover here. Not an easy shot, but it's there. It's still something to work with. Team Imlah have still, the 2 is potentially still on it. A good shot here from Hamish, and the 2's still on for. There it goes. It's now gone. Just a fraction heavy. It's going to bounce. So pretty good. They would have hoped for the freeze. As the crowd here were discussing, most of us here would be thrilled with that shot. That little bounce. Does mean that stone can be, with quiet weight, can be tapped back. But they've got to make a shot. So, just a draw for 2. So, it was very close, but just didn't have quite enough weight to tap the yellow to second shot. So, yeah, just an open draw here for Hamish to tie it up going into the last end. Obviously, Team Imlah will have to steal now, but I think if you'd offered them this at the start of the game, they'd have taken it, based on what happened yesterday. So anyway, still going to make the shot. Sweepers just managing it. They seem fair. Working it hard now. Working it hard now. Oh no. Can come up short. It's just almost a sweeping error there because the sweepers seem really quite relaxed. They were just sort of giving it a bit of almost a clean. Crowd here is certainly tough crowd. So we're going into the 8th end. Team Johns will have hammer, and they're up by 1. So I imagine we're going to see double centre guards put up here by Team Imlah. Looks like it's going to come off the centre line. So slight half shot. Yeah, that's come off the centre line, and it's. And it's also its weight. It's, you know, when you want to put double centres up, you really want one tight and one high. And it's sort of just come a little deep for that as well. So. Yeah, so Team Johns look like they're going to use that stone now. You know what? We're going to treat that as a corner guard. This sheet's definitely straightened up. So, yeah, we've got a burnt stone there. So. Spirit of curling right there, just declared instantly. Those of you who've seen men with brooms knows what happens if you don't declare a burnt rock. So, can Team Imlah capitalise on that mistake? Come around this guard. It's a fraction heavy, this stone, unfortunately. It's coming down, it's trying to grow some legs. There it goes. Trying to fully bury it, fully bury it, fully bury it. That's pretty good. Yeah. Yep. Definitely nothing, not enough peeking out to chase, so it's going to be a corner guard. interesting. So the weight that stone was thrown suggested it was a chase. So it's caught,
hard all the way.
caught the guard and
Freeze, guard.
again. So yeah, those less familiar with curling, I think just to hit that red rock and it's a 3, but because Team Imlah need to steal, they really need guards. Worry about that counting red rock later. So high stakes now. If you want to try and score 2 or even 3, then this is what you have to do. But it's a more risky call because yeah, it's given a beat. That's too high. That's centre back. By the Swedes their start. Yeah, the kind of guard was the call, so that's just come a little deep. It's left a potential double there or the hidden plot. A couple of options there. And if you, I think that with the double, you'd roll out with the double. They don't need to do that. So. But they could play quiet weight to move them both behind T and roll to the wings. That might be a call. But it looks like they're going to play the hit and roll, hit and flop. Sided nose here. Obviously biding their time because they know they need to accumulate, but at some point they're obviously going to have to deal with the stone that's on the button. Question here from the crowd who weren't sure how many ends we have. It's only 8 end games here in the Australian National Championships. There will be an extra end, of course, there's no ties, but it's an 8 end game. It's not a 10 end game. So that was an attempt at the run, and no net effect really. It's obviously moved that yellow stone essentially 1 stone higher up the ring, climbing the ladder slightly. No real change. Gives T1 a fraction more room. Right.
Try and get to the first time or top up. Try and get to the first time. Only want a few. Yeah, like that. Try and and get to here. You want it there? You want it there?
Nope. Timeout. Timeout called. Let's just hope they write that down on the score sheet.
What's the call, Bruce? What do they pay?
Call
What did you- yeah. I'm just trying to read their minds.
Yeah, what do you do here? So, yeah. Absorbing game now.
Obviously it's shot rock and on the button, but surrounded by
And
more
obviously
and more
Milliken,
yellow.
yeah, so Team John's acutely aware of the sort of danger here with the accumulation going on. So, but yeah, so they're going to come around everything. The risk with that is that you'd leave something peeking out and then you'd leave a double. It looks like that's what they're going for. But equally, it could just guard it up and.
Maybe even if you had a little tap and
So,
sort of have
yeah.
the separation so that you could get away with it. It's pretty fine control. Decision made. Looks like a drawing.
So, we're going to make a decision between we're going to be in front of the tee lines, you've got to be really in front of the tee line, or we're going to sweep it past it and go to the back.
Again, something, yeah, Team Johns is they're reminding us all, those of us who've been here this week, and how good they are at rock placement. They're great tacticians. They can't, themselves or throw a shot to add more shots. They could throw rock placement, just prevents the other team having options. To improve that.
Pretty straight.
It's a little heavy. It's going to bounce off this. It's going to catch thin and bounce off.
Oh, it's just.
Which sets up
dangerous.
a double potentially for that.
Mm.
Sets up a double for Team Imlah. Which would leave them sitting 3, which is the 3 they need. Now obviously it's a steal here, so Miller can still have hammer, but we'll just put the pressure on and ask a question. This is a couple few rocks. Still on 3rd rocks here, so still plenty to go. But you've got to ask, Team Imlah are going to have to deal with the shot rock at some point, and this might be a good opportunity to do it. They're not going to get too many bites of this cherry. So.
That's what I was thinking exactly. It's an opportunity you've just got to take now.
I think so. You may not get another one.
No.
So they're not going to be able to keep the shooter hanging around, but they'll still be sat 3 if this works out. They've got obviously what they don't want to do is just jam it straight on. They want the nice half rock contact. Red onto red, so they split both of them out. Nice. Just needs to go there. Looks pretty good, this. Oh, that was always the risk there. Jammed it on instead. Stuffed it, to quote TSM. However, it's 1 fewer red to deal with. Although they're sitting 1, all of those yellow stones out front mean that Team Imlah have options. Pose a threat to that red stone. So just deciding which threat to neutralise. So trying to take away some run back options on this side. The easier one, which would be the straight run back. It's hard to see an angled run now because the 2 yellows and the 8 foot sort of preventing a shot there.
See with that.
So you're almost looking at red onto yellow onto red now. It's the sort of thing the Japanese teams are very good at. But could see something quite spectacular here, but it would clear. It's a bit of a risk because obviously then Millikan can start hitting. But I think we're seeing. Yeah, we're going to see. So big weight coming here from Lorraine Smith. Needs to The red slightly high of nose. That looks wide already. Milliken looking at options here. To try and get rid of some yellows, it's just to guard up again, put that guard back essentially.
Put the guard back, you reckon?
I mean, I think they're just looking at the guard. They would obviously look at options to try and remove one of the yellow stones that's in the house, just to try and play a numbers game, but it doesn't look like an obvious way of doing that without potentially threatening shot rock. So I think we're just going to see the guard go back up. Yeah, so we'll see the guard take away. Run that, the straight run back. This is pretty good. If they get a little rub off the other guard. Murmur, but there's just murmuring in the lounge here. Yes, murmur, murmur, murmur. Sharp intakes of breath. Yeah.
Certainly opportunity.
Potentially still there. See a lot of granite move. Obviously, these are the last two stones now, so that red counting stone has to move, and we still need, so Team Imlah need to be counting at least 2 after this shot's complete in order to see another stone thrown. That's worked out very well. It's also left things hanging around. There's no obvious draw now either, so yeah.
You could possibly push that.
Yeah, there's a raise. There's no so so these are prone to go up. That was a great shot from Lorraine Smith there. Oh, thank you, Perry. Doing my best. So we have the Australian head coach watching at the moment, which is nice to see. Great to see you, Perry. Thank you. So, coming down to last stone here, which is great. Team Imlah sitting more than enough to win the game. So they need 1 to take it to an steal 1 to an extra end, 2 to win. They're currently sitting 3. So, yeah, Team Johns, but they've got that tap.
Okay, guys.
Yellow on to red, just tap it up. They need solid forward foot to win. Yeah. Need a good piece of the forefoot to heavy though. They could punch this all the way through if they're not careful. They get the little rub that they needed.
Okay. What a great way to finish a game. Two couple of 8 shots to actually swing one way and then back again.
Well, it was a great game. Seen lots of camaraderie out there. So Team Liverpool, in some ways, will be happy with that because they knew that the outcome of this game didn't actually change much. They're still going to be involved in the playoffs, and they'll take a lot of confidence from this performance, knowing that they can mix it with Team Johns and keep them honest. Having said that, it's a small matter of another playoff that they've got to go tomorrow. So you never know. Well, we're all here tonight, and it's the other team, so we're going to try and get them drunk tonight. So maybe that's our tactic. Well, thanks to everybody who's been watching on YouTube and Facebook. We appreciate you, and yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow for more live curling action. Australian Men's Seniors Championship.
Thanks very much, Bruce.
Well, thank you, Brad, who's acting as producer and director as well.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Night, everyone.